Hi guys, I'm sorry that I missed you yesterday in class. I had an allergic reaction, something I couldn't come in. However, I do want to go over the study guide with you so that everybody has the same information for the final exam. Okay, so if you have any like discrepancies on your study guide, please fill it in and correct it because the study guide is the one piece of notes that you could have open during the final exam. Okay, so make sure yours is as detailed as possible to help you out. So let's get started. The first thing over here is, what is the difference between copyright and Creative Commons? The difference between copyright and Creative Commons is copyright is the legal protection that allows you to decide how your original work that you create is shared with others. And whether you're going to make people pay to use it or you're going to be giving it away free, that's up to you. That's what copyright allows you to do. Creative Commons is basically keeping your copyright protection, but giving permission ahead of time so that people can use it without getting your explicit permission. Okay. The next one is, how do you appropriately send an email? What should you include? So Gmail, you have to click the compose button in Gmail, enter the recipient email, and then this is really important. You have to enter a subject in the email, which is a summary or a short description about what the email is about. That is a required element. Super important to make sure you know. Enter the body of your email. Remember, if you're emailing a teacher or boss, the email should include the best writing that you could muster, including use of Grammarly. Okay, no informal language, and remember, if you're emailing a teacher, no more than 3 emojis. Make sure you have a signature at the bottom with your name on it so we know who the email is coming from. All right, the next one is, how do you make strong passwords? You can make an acronym, like make a long sentence and use the first letter of each word as your part of your password. Like, I love Pearl Jam and Thor, period. And then it could be I, A, P, J, and the and sign, T, capital T, and period. So it could be a much harder password. Use capital letters, numbers, and symbols. Don't use obvious information, like I wouldn't really use Pearl Jam or Thor in my password. Don't use repeated information like 111, 999, AAA. And it should always be 8 characters or more. Why 8? Because that's the minimum number of characters Google requires. If you're buying a computer, what are the 2 most important elements and components, and what do these components do? So the 2 most important things you need to consider when you're buying a computer is your CPU, which is the brains of your computer. That's the main processor of the computer, and the RAM, which is the short-term memory. The more RAM you have, the more things you could do and have open at one time. So if you're like Cam and you have like 60 tabs open, you need to have a lot of RAM. CPU, the higher your CPU, the more higher functions you can perform and perform well. And also the other thing to consider is, if you are a gamer, you also need a GPU or a graphics card. The better the graphics card, the better your screen will show you what's happening in the game, and you can do higher resolution games faster and easier without any buffering. What types of devices get malware? Why do some devices get more malware than other devices? So all devices connected to the internet could get malware. Computers, Macs, PCs, phones, tablets, smart devices, even my Echoes could get malware. However, Windows devices will tend to get more malware because they're more popular. There's more of those devices in the world than other devices, so they're a bigger target. But all other devices have the capability of getting malware. What are some web browsers? So web browsers are the vehicle you search the internet on. So that would be Google Chrome, Internet Explorer, or Microsoft Edge, because Internet Explorer is going away, but Microsoft Edge is the replacement. Firefox and Safari are examples of web browsers. What is the number 1 rule for any web or device camera? You must wear clothes. Because you guys are under 18, if naked pictures of you end up on the internet, that is considered child pornography. So it is super important that you wear clothes around your cameras. Why do people send spam, spam, and spit, which are junk emails and messages? Because it's free. They make money off of it. And at least 1% of the people who receive spam, and spit fall for the shenanigans and will buy what's being sold. So please, please, please don't click on any links in spam because you're just asking for trouble. What assistive technology tools help you the most and why? This is your personal opinion. We talked a lot about assistive technology this year, but we want you to really think about what is most meaningful to you and be specific what tools help you the most and explain why they help you. Like, I know I need Grammarly because I misspell stuff all the time, and Grammarly makes me look like I actually spell very well. Or I have trouble reading, so sometimes I'll use tools to make sure I understand what's being displayed on the screen, because knowing the question is half the battle, especially on tests. What is a hashtag? A hashtag is a summary or a category for your post to help other people find it. So for instance, here's 2 examples of the hashtag for that item, hashtag summary or category. What is one way people how people act poorly online is by doxing or posting cringe pics of people that they don't like anymore. What do these terms mean and why are they bad? Why is doxing and posting cringe pics bad? So doxing is the revenge posting. You're sharing your ex's private information on social media after you break up, which could include sensitive pictures as well. That is against the law in most states to do. Cringe pics are embarrassing or humiliating photos. And you guys, like, yeah, if I like have a picture of me coming out of the bathroom with toilet paper on my shoe, that would be embarrassing. So please don't post pictures like that. Those are both, while could be funny, yes, but they are embarrassing and could be really damaging psychologically to the person who is the center of those pictures. Posting these are considered cyberbullying and again are against the law in some states if you are caught doxing somebody or posting cringe pics. It's just not an appropriate thing to do, guys. And in fact, the best thing to do is don't post pictures of anybody else without their permission. That will keep you out of trouble. What should you not post on social media? What should you not post on social if you're upset or emotional? So don't post mean things. Don't post humiliating things. Don't post negative things. Sexually explicit things, smoking, vaping, drug use, things that you might regret or wouldn't want your mother or grandmother or little sister to see, because again, you don't want to make what you want to avoid. You don't want to be deuced sometime in the future because of stupid things you're posting now. Okay, so those are the review from the study guide. If you're missing any part of this, rewatch the video, fill it in, have the most complete study guide you can before the final, because you could use the study guide during the final exam. Okay? Thank you.